Good morning, everybody. A beautiful day in May, and I have had the best time with my guest today. One of his restaurants is what I'd call an oldie for restaurant standards, staying alive. The other is new, same thing in different locations, a little different, but by far the most wonderful meals I have had. Oh my God. Anyway, Wayne Comwell of Sushi, Sasa, and TaiTai. Good morning.
Good morning, Gabby. Say that 10 times.
I can't get through sushi sauce. I see I can say it unless I'm trying. And TaiTai, yeah, you really are making it hard for me. But it's not hard. Love it. How long has sushi salsa been
Sushi Sasa has been open since July of 2005.
there? Okay, I wasn't kidding. Oh my God. Really?
I only know it because my son was just a baby and
I
now
remember.
he's in college.
Oh God. And TaiTai, the new one, is open.
So TaiTai is kind of a difficult thing to explain. I say we're new because we've been open to the public just over a year. Technically, we opened 1 month before COVID. And
Oy,
And with all the turmoil of having staff issues and having enough staff at Sushi Sasa, TaiTai had to operate by performing mostly takeout and delivery for the last 2.5, 3 years. So we are back open to the public. Things are going well, and we're loving it over there at our small
well,
state.
I've been to both. It just make me go to either. I'm happy. They're very different in looks.
They are. They are. I say Sasa is kind of an urban Zen feel, and
Yeah.
tie-dye has more of a masculine, um,
Oh, okay.
almost dark
Well,
Japanese
one
look.
is big. I mean, sushi salsa is good size. I think it is divine, romantic, charming. It's not a barrel of noise.
Right.
Beautiful tables in table settings and the best sushi and sushi bar I've ever seen. Whereas TaiTai is technically a few tables.
That's correct. So Sushi Sasa has 3 dining rooms. So that's why it kind of never feels like it's overwhelming when it's busy. And when it slows down, we can kind of, you know, diminish 1 room or 2 rooms. And so you never feel like there's the cricket effect either. If you're in a large restaurant that's a single room. And TaiTai, so Sasa has maybe 150 seats. And then TaiTai, on the other hand, has 22 seats total. So it's mostly sushi bar with just a few two top and one four
Right.
top outside of the sushi bar.
Yeah, I mean, it's just totally different atmospheres,
Mhm.
but both are divine in your sushi chefs and everybody make it an amazing experience. All right, describe the food at, well, they're the same. So tell me about the food.
Well, I think so. Sushi Sasa, we have a fairly expanded menu. We try to hit all palates and offer sushi and ramen. Um, we have tempura and all of the staples of Japanese cuisine. TaiTai is a little bit more sushi centric, and then we have some really hits of appetizers. But the neighborhood seems to love sushi over there in that
Well, you
um,
tell people
Cherry Hills, Greenwood Village.
right. It's in Happy Canyon Shopping Center.
Happening.
So
Yes,
that whole area on Hamden and Happy Canyon could go there.
right, they do. And we're right next to Starbucks, right there on Hamden. And it's just a quaint, cute little space. I would say we're a neighborhood joint, but people
I
from all
wish that joint was in my neighborhood.
over. Well,
I
I think
used to live there.
that's kind of, what I really enjoy doing. I feel like we could set up, similar but just slightly twisted, concepts in different neighborhoods. That's what we're trying out with TaiTai, and it seems to be going beautifully so far.
Oh, please come back. Okay, I had the most incredible appetizers in dinner in both places. I never have had the ramen. I can go to a ramen joint if I want to eat ramen, I
Sure,
guess.
sure.
But your sushi and your tuna, talk about some of the appetizers first in both places.
Okay. Well, so we are sushi, we are a sushi restaurant. It's our forte. At SushiSasa, a lot of our appetizers are sashimi type dishes, whether it's our bluefin jalapeno or our toro wasabi. But we get a little more creative, especially over at TaiTai. So we have our house smoked pork sausages, which are a hit, especially with the young people. Um,
Well,
and
tell
then,
them how it's served.
I'm sorry.
You have to describe how it's served.
Oh, well, it's served in um, a glass container with a bell lid, and we infuse Japanese straw smoke after we've cooked the sausages, and they're served with two different a ponzu sauce and then also kind of a sesame vinaigrette. Um, and over at Tai Tai Japanese, we serve a lot of either gluten-free or a lot of vegan options. So we have like our vegan dumplings, which are an
Oh,
eggplant and beets, which are some of my favorite.
I'm waiting to have those again. Those were the best things.
Oh, thank you. And our spicy Asian cucumbers, we call them the crazy spicy
Right.
Japanese cucumbers. Not crazy spicy, but crazy good. Um, our sesame cabbage, things like that. We have a Wagyu curry with what we call Japanese naan, which is half bread, half rice, and that's kind of a unique kind of twist on curry, especially Japanese style curry. But having something like one of my favorite Indian restaurants in the neighborhood over there, India's, I'll give a shout out.
They do. I can't have them on because neither one of them, they don't have a computer that
Oh,
knows how to do this. And India's, that's where I found you again, is a wonderful restaurant on Yosemite and Hamden. We don't care, but go on.
okay, but we're constantly just adding on.
Well, you just named a few things I have.
Well, we'll have to have you in soon, Gabby.
Uh, I've got it mentally written down right now.
So these type of specials, I feel like Tai Tai right now is kind of my test kitchen of being able to put things together that I really enjoy. And this weekend we'll bring some of those back even to our larger restaurant, Sushi Sasa. So from next week, we'll have some new items which aren't so new at Tai Tai anymore, but will be new at Sasa, which is kind of a twist. So we'll bring on some of these vegetarian small dishes which go well, like edamame. People love edamame, so people will love the spicy cucumbers and the cabbage. And then we'll bring on a few things for our vegetarian friends. And then, our
Well, I
curry.
noticed that Sushi Sasa, you have vegetarian now too. If
We
people
do, we do.
people don't have to worry.
So, when my son was little, he was allergic to many, many things, and we couldn't feed him, almost any meat. So, so by default, and he's grown out of a lot of that, but he was by default almost vegetarian. So
Oh,
I was constantly tinkering with things, trying to make him happy and feed him things that were good and tasty and healthy. So, I think that our clientele here, we have a lot of vegetarian clientele, and they appreciate having things like our artichokes and
oh, that was delicious too. And the leftover one was even better. But I have to say, all of you vegetarians, you're no clue what you're missing. Your fish, you must get daily. I mean, it is so fresh and so wonderful.
Well, that's wonderful. But we're very passionate about sushi, so we're always trying to push the envelope on getting better fish and um, seeing what different types of varieties that we can bring in that people will enjoy. So I feel like with our wonderful airport DIA and our presence with United.
Now tell people what you do.
Oh, so we cater the first class meals to Japan from Denver to Narita, and we do that on a daily basis. And so that's fun. It constantly gives us time to create new menu items and play around with traditional yet progressive food,
Well, good
Japanese
for
food.
you. And your pink lady, the first time I was in TaiTai in a while, well, I'd never been to TaiTai. They said, well, you have to have the pink lady. Little did I realize that so far, everybody who I've been around or with, that's everybody's favorite sushi.
Well, you told me not to nod on the radio. I was nodding yes.
The
The
day
pink lady roll um, has spicy scallops, tempura asparagus on the inside, topped with thinly sliced yellowtail belly, thinly sliced avocado, and lemon. And the lemon gives it this kind of just lightly bitter appeal that really sets it off, served with our macho sauce, which is a roasted jalapeno tapenade. And it's become immensely popular. Our like one of our staple OG rolls was our Diablo roll, spicy tuna on the inside and seared tuna on the outside. And we used to call that the rent roll because we would sell so many it would pay our rent. Almost every table would order a Diablo roll, and that's slowly, being taken over as sometimes it's number one or number two against the Pink Lady roll. So these were two different roles that we really focused on back in, gosh, 2008 when the economy kind of took a digger and the whole housing meltdown crisis. And people were looking for, good quantity and good value. So we started doing a lot of these, what we call double decker rolls. So it would have filling on the inside topped with, more um, fish and goodies, and then a sauce that would go with each one
there,
independently. And those have still really hung around to this day as some of our best selling items and things that I can eat every day and I love. I could eat a Diablo roll every day and a Pink Lady roll every day.
I could too, especially if I had somebody around to get it for me. But the people could talk, it's okay. And you told me, I mean, and you have great sake and cocktails and wines too.
We do. We have a very vast sake, wine, alcohol list. At TaiTai, we focus in on a lot of Japanese whiskeys, and
Oh,
we have many. We may have the largest Japanese whiskey selection in town at this point.
okay,
um,
tell me about Japanese whiskey. I have no clue.
so Japanese whiskey, Japanese culture, they've taken, um, you know, pieces from international culture, whether it's cars or whiskey, and they've just refined it and done such a great job with it. But they have a long history with whiskey, um, so
Oh,
they have whiskeys that will taste more like Scotch or, but the Suntory like Yamazaki, very sought after, very difficult to obtain. Um, we have a good amount of it, and we also have on our website, whether it's especially TaiTaiJapanese.com, we have a whole section that's just dedicated to explaining the slight
oh,
nuances of whiskey. Yeah.
I think I'm going to go read.
Um, and we have some really nice cocktails. We have a wonderful, bar person, our guy Wesley David. He's been with us for quite a while, and his cocktails like our lavender lychee martini, our elderflower
I,
martini,
I'm getting that next.
yeah, cucumber sakatini, our Tokyo old fashioned.
Oh gosh.
These are these are drinks that are just simply delicious, and and sell very well. Um,
And your portions are generous too.
I think
I
so.
mean, oh, very. And, and everything, the food is, I just incredible. I mean, I need one more stomach when I get there so I can have oh, it's so good.
Well, it's funny. I used to work for a chef, Iron Chef Morimoto, and I think that's one reason why my portions are slightly larger than other places.
Yeah.
He always loves to have, he likes to eat, and I like to eat.
And I like to eat.
But I always feel like it's kind of a shame if you go into a place and their menu items are just the size of a quarter,
Right. And I go home hungry.
right? And you go home hungry.
Well, no, every time I've been, I've shared and I eat well and the size of the guys or the people I've been with certainly eat well. And we can barely make it through. You're so generous, the portions. Okay, now another thing I had no idea. You are open 7 days a week, both places, lunch and dinner.
We are.
I'm shocked.
So a guest told me just the other day, you guys are like the perfect vacation, 7 days and 7 nights. Um, at Sasa, we've been open 7 days and 7 nights for quite a while. It's been our thing for many years. COVID kind of threw a monkey wrench into all of that, and we had to,
Right.
shut down originally on Sundays and Mondays, and then TaiTai, um, we had gotten open um, basically Tuesday through Saturday for the longest time. And it just took us forever to get the right personnel in place that we could open 7 days and 7 nights. But that's our commitment at this point. We're open both locations.
And that the staff at TaiTai, it's very personal. Well, your service, it's awesome, it's incredible. But your staff at TaiTai was just terrific, charming. They could tell you everything. I mean, it was a treat.
Well, I feel like TaiTai, everyone is cross trained. So there's no clear black and white line between job titles and duties, which is
That's
really nice. And we can speak to a guest almost from anywhere in the restaurant.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
So that communication level is really a game changer. I feel like in a service experience. It's nice the camaraderie, the knowledge in terms of we can go and mix you a drink, we can make your sushi, we can wipe your table.
They were doing
It
that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that just a minute. Oh, and I thought, well, okay. I mean, they're wonderful. And you're open like Mother's Day.
hmm We're open Mother's Day,
You're not
and
open, or do you take off like Memorial Day or things like that?
we do take. I'm sorry, were you asking about reservations?
Uh,
Yeah. So we have open table at SushiSasa, and then because our other restaurant is so small, we have more of our online. You can make a reservation through our website, and that's kind of nice because it'll go to all of our guys, so we're all super connected, and we'll see you when you make a reservation. Um, and you can kind of put in your notes. It'll show you a kind of a floor map of our restaurant, and you can say, I'd like to sit on the corner because there's going to be four of us and we'd like to be talking, or
oh, you can do that. Oh,
you can
good.
put in little requests.
Oh, great. Okay. And holidays like Memorial Day, you open or no?
We generally open in the evening and
Okay.
not for lunch if it's Memorial Day. Uh, we're closed generally 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Yes.
and New Year's Day.
Okay. Tell people have not found out yet.
hmm
Where is Sushi Sasa?
So SushiSasa, we don't have like a lot of bling or a huge sign, but we are right on 15th Street. We're at 15th and Platt, right across the street from REI parking lot on 15th. We're kitty corner to my brother's bar.
There. And don't go too fast as you pass Platt.
If you go over the highway, you've gone too far.
Right, because it's right past Platt. And you just turn in and there's a parking.
And we have wonderful parking.
Yes.
So if you
Both
dine with
places.
us at lunchtime, we have numerous spots which are dedicated to us. We also have 90-minute parking spots along the fence, which overlooks the highway. And that's what a lot of people don't know. It's kind of a hidden gem. And then at dinner time, we pretty much control our parking. If you come in and you scan this little QR code, your parking is free. Over at TaiTai, on the other hand, in that Happy Canyon Shopping Center, there is so much parking. You absolutely have no problem to come and see us over there.
That's true. They're both wonderful. You're fabulous. Your staff is fabulous. I just plain think it is the best. I really, really do. It is a treat. It's special or every day or both, and you'll be very happy. I love it. But before we go, I just want everybody to please like and subscribe to the Gabb, which is on YouTube, and that's GABB. Everything else, you'll see this also on Facebook, Instagram, Gabby Gourmet, and you'll see me a lot at SushiSasa and TaiTai. I don't care which one, just get to either one always. Wayne, you are a delight. Absolutely. Love you, love the place, and thank you for taking the time to be with me.
Well, we love you, Gabby.
You're the best.
And if everyone would please like us on our
Yeah.
social media and give us a 5-star review on Google, especially at TaiTai, we would really appreciate that.
I'd be happy to do that. Have a great weekend, and you'll be seeing me soon.
All right, we'll catch up soon.
All right, much love. Thank you. And everybody have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.